This is an exciting day. We've waited a long time for it, and so we're here. So again, I welcome everyone to Ellenwood. Welcome to District 1. Welcome to Sector 2. At this time, we will have an opening invocation by Reverend Carlton May. He is one of the pastors here in Ellenwood, and they help us take care of Ellenwood. Reverend May.
Let us bow our heads, please. Oh, gracious God, we thank you for the beauty of this day and for your presence with us as we've come today to celebrate this momentous occasion in Clayton County in the Police Department. We dedicate this brand new building. We thank you for all the persons who have worked very diligently and hard to complete this project for the Ellenwood community and its police force. Our prayers is that you will continue to lead and bless all who work in this marvelous and magnificent facility, that we all may live as they do their duty and protect and serve the citizens of this county. We thank you. And so, Lord, we ask that you'll help us all in these anxious days to be free of our fear and to look to these who help us, or those who help us to defend our freedom and keep us safe and sound, so that those of us who live can feel free to tuck our children to bed and grandchildren and to live in peace and harmony. We thank you now that you'll give us a time of prosperity and that you'll fill our hearts with thankfulness, and in the day of trouble you will guide us courageously to stand with each other. And we thank you once again for all those who serve, men and women in blue, in faith and in truth. Oh Lord, we thank you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
You may be seated. Thank you. Again, welcome to Ellenwood. In 2006, I asked my friends and neighbors in District 1 to allow me to be their voice on the Clayton County Board of Commissioners. I promised them that if I was elected, I would work tirelessly to make this district, this county, a place you would be proud to call home. I knew then, and I know now, that to accomplish that goal, we needed to address one of our fundamental needs: security. We all want and need to feel safe and secure. We want to know that someone is looking out for us, looking after us. Someone has our back. Today, we dedicate this precinct as tangible evidence of our commitment to providing that sense of security. I am proud to stand before you with the brave men and women of Clayton County Police Department. I stand confidently, and I can state with great pride and sincerity that I know they have our backs. These men and women risk their lives and the future of their families every day so that you can go about your business safely, knowing that if danger comes, you can call and they will not only answer, but they will come running. Having this precinct here in our community means that if you have to make that call, they will not have as far to run. Let me thank all of the people who've worked to make this possible. Thank you. I won't even try to name them all. But know that the people of this community, we're grateful for your efforts. In closing, I ask that before you leave today, shake the hand of a police officer. Let them know that you appreciate their willingness to risk their lives for us. And tonight, pray for them. Pray for this community and pray for me. May God bless you and may God bless Clayton County. At this time, we're going to have remarks from our chairman, Mr. Jeffrey Turner.
Good afternoon. Now, we would be remiss if we did not take this opportunity to recognize all the elected officials because they left their office because this is something that's important to them. They're part of the community as this sector precinct is. So I'm going to ask all the elected officials to stand up to be recognized. Please, give them a round of applause. You know, we always preach that we are one Clayton, that this community wraps itself around one another to make Clayton County the best county in the state. Now, this precinct, as Commissioner said, was a long time in the making. But today is the day that we have something that we can truly be proud of. They did an excellent job, those who put hard work, sweat, and tears. Let's give them a round of applause as well. This precinct should serve as a staple to this community, a place where the citizens can come, have meetings, to get to know the police officers that serve this area. Not only this area, but everywhere in Clayton County, because they are doing an excellent job out there on the streets of Clayton County each and every day. Even more so to the point that they have made Clayton County the safest place in the metro Atlanta area. Absolutely. So, citizens, your taxpayers' money help build this facility. Take care of it. Appreciate it. Appreciate the men and women that serve you. It's not gonna hurt their feelings to bring them a meal every once in a while if you want to. Some cookies, cupcakes, no donuts now. Don't bring them donuts. They get mad when you bring them donuts. But other than that, we are truly proud of our police force, all of our public safety officials. They're doing a great job here in Clayton County, and I am proud to be a part of that. So thank you for being here this evening.
We're going to have remarks now coming from Michael Register, Chief of Clayton County Police Department.
Thank you, Commissioner. Well, here we are, finally open. And you know, I've said this many, many times in the meetings that I have attended throughout the community. When I tell the community that we are your police department, we are. We work for you. And so now I'm happy to tell you that we built you a nice house over here. This is your house. This is your Sector 2 Police Department. And these, you'll meet a couple of gentlemen. One's outgoing and one is coming in. And I'll leave that for a few minutes down the road. It'll be bittersweet. You know, today we finished our CALEA accreditation. Every 3 years, the national organization, CALEA, comes in, and all police departments that have that accreditation, they have to be reaccredited every 3 years. And it's a very strenuous process. When they come in, not only do they spend several days looking at every minute operational detail of the police department, they look at our administration administrative processes, our operational processes. But even before they get here, months and months out, we start having to send them documentation. Today at 1 o'clock, we had our exit interview with the CALEA staff. And I think that it is representative of the type of men and women we have working for the police department. I think it represents the leadership of the police department, the leadership in the county, and it also represents the partnership that we have with the community. Because when we had that exit meeting, out of over 200 things that they were looking at, they only had a small problem with 2 items. Think about that, 2 items. And some of the strengths are voiced to us in that exit interview. And the number one thing that the CALEA committee said to myself and the command staff today was that they were taken back about the phenomenal community-oriented policing program that we seem to have in the partnership that we have with the community here. That was their number one strength of this department, and I applaud each and every one of you, whether you're a police officer, whether you're non-sworn in the police department, or whether you're a citizen. Let's give ourselves a hand. I want to spend the rest of the time not talking, but thanking. I want to thank certain individuals for the phenomenal job that they have done to facilitate this precinct being here today. And the first person that I want to recognize is Commissioner Sonna Gregory. Commissioner Gregory, let me just say this. You know, for every project you have, there's a driving force there. And you are truly the driving force behind getting this new precinct built. And in recognition of your tireless efforts, what we as the police department wanted to do was give you just a small token of our appreciation, something in remembrance to you. And it says, presented to Commissioner Sonna Singleton Gregory, District 1, in appreciation for your dedication and support of the Clayton County Police Department, Sector 2 Precinct, grand opening March 9, 2016. And it also has our core values of commitment, honor, integrity, transparency, and professionalism. And we want to present this to you and give you a special thanks for all you did. Thank you very much. We also wanted to recognize, even though Commissioner Gregory was the driving force, county government is a partnership. It's a partnership that we have with county government and with elected officials, but it's also a partnership that the elected officials have amongst themselves. And I'd be remiss if I didn't recognize Chairman Jeffrey Turner for his undying support for the police department, and all that he does for the community and all that he does for public safety, not just the police department, but for public safety also. And Chairman Turner, we would like to present presented to Chairman Jeffrey Turner. Thank you for your continued support of the Clayton County Police Department, Sector 2 Precinct, grand opening March 9, 2016. Thank you, sir, for all that you do. Thanks for the support. And we know that for every big project, it takes 5 votes. You've got Commissioner Gregory, she's cracking the whip, and she's trying to get this precinct built. But the other commissioners that are on that board, I got to tell you, they give us great support. Public safety, we couldn't do it without them. And what I wanted to do also today is recognize one of the other commissioners that are present. Commissioner Rooks, if you could come up, we've got a trinket of appreciation for you also. This is presented to Commissioner Shana M. Rooks, District 3. Again, thanking you for your continued support of the Clayton County Police Department, Sector 2 Precinct, grand opening March 9, 2016.
Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Commissioner. You know, at any time that, I don't know if we got a lot of football fans here, but the beginning of each game, the whole team can't go out on the field, so they send representatives. And what I wanted to do before I sit down is recognize some of the representatives from the Sector 2 community, the citizens. We have 3 citizens here that are going to speak in a few minutes, but what I wanted to do before I sat down is I wanted to give each of you a token of appreciation. And even though I'm giving it to you, I'm giving it for the whole community. You're the community's representative. And it is a challenge coin for the Clayton County Police Department. And it has, of course, our core values. Again, this is, when I say core values, these are the things that every police officer strives to the character traits that they strive to have. Commitment, honor, integrity, transparency, and professionalism. And the first person that I would like to present this to is Mr. Fred Dawson from the Mitchell Meadows community. Second person is Mr. Leroy Alexander from the Mount Vernon Estates. Mr. Alexander, thank you. And the last community representative from the citizens is Letarcia Dean from Villages of Ellenwood. Ms. Dean, thank you very much for your support. And last but not least, we have the citizen support, but we also have the business support. And I got to tell you, we got a representative here from Wal-Mart, just right up the street. And Wal-Mart is phenomenal in how they support public safety, specifically how they support the police department. Not only in some of the initiatives that Commissioner Gregory has initiated over here in conjunction with public safety and Wal-Mart, but also we have an Explorer program. An Explorer program is for young people 14 to 22. We bring in and we teach them leadership and hopefully some skills that they can use later in life. Wal-Mart has been instrumental in donating to that program, and we couldn't have the program that we have today without Wal-Mart. So if I could get Mrs. Shante White to come up as a representative of Wal-Mart, I want to present you with this too. Thank you very much. Again, thank everyone for making this happen. Commissioner Gregory, thank you.
Thank you, Chief. Now we're going to hear from Deputy Chief Gina Hawkins. She has been so helpful with me over the past couple of years with this precinct. Thank you, Chief Hawkins.
Thank you. And first of all, I want to say thank you for allowing me humbly to say just a couple of words. And I know Chief Register mentioned how Commissioner Gregory's been cracking the whip, but let me explain something to you. This precinct has been in the making for a long, long time, and not just from the moment where it was approved by Splosh, but after that time period, it took a lot of people working together from the planning, from the layout, from the design, and we've had many different people interacting in it, but each and every step of the way, Commissioner Gregory was coming in to make approval decisions of, I like that brick, I like that tile. The smallest of details, she was there saying, what's the delay? What's going on? Let's walk through. So when I tell you she's been pushing it and giving us the edge to make this long, long time period, when I say long, I've only been here 3 years, and I've been a part of it the entire 3 years. To this point is an exciting day. What a beautiful day. By His grace, we know, but thank you very much, Commissioner Gregory, for everything that you've done to make this happen. I also want to say, not just the vendors that helped us establish it, but the command staff. We've had 3 different captains participate in the choices that happened with this precinct. We've had 3 different majors also participate in what's going on. So thank you for that. The next part, Ellenwood. We know that this is one of the smallest counties in the state of Georgia, but at the same time, it is, for us, one of the biggest counties, because to get from one end of the county to the next takes a long time. So what makes this area special personally for me is I have family here. My daughters come in this area to see their Grammy all the time. So to know that my people, our people are working together and so close to visit. And she's going to bring, for Sector 2, she's going to bring cookies and all that stuff for the officer. So, and also to see some many longtime friends who actually live in the community. Clayton County, like the chief says, has the most amazing community-involved citizens, business partners in all different districts. But Sector 2, District 1 has some outstanding, amazing citizens that deserve to be able to use this facility. And this is just a start, because if you look around the corner, Commissioner Gregory once again talked about the master plan of having the animal control facility being built as we speak right now. And then we know there's more to come. So this is going to be an amazing area. Thank you, Wal-Mart, in the business area that is growing. Granny shops there all the time, trust me. So my daughter tells me that all the time. So once again, thank you for allowing me to say a couple words of appreciation, and thank you, community, for this long stay, but by His grace. Thank you.
Thank you. I gotta tell you all, I'm a little bit like a kid, you know, when they all excited about doing their poem in school and they get there and they're so excited they forget. So that's kind of how I've been today. It's been a really exciting day. So I did forget, I apologize. All the people, actually, the companies that actually built this facility, and I'll be honest with you now, it's been a long 2 years and a lot of struggle, so I'm kind of lost as to who built what, okay? But anyway, so I do thank Hogan Construction, Brown, Architect and Design. Thank you all so much. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Thank you all so much. Central Services, Ms. Brewer, thank you. Moreland Altobelli, Representative. Carol, thank you for purchasing. And again, if I forgot anybody, I'm sorry, okay? Like I said, I'm like that little kid, okay? But I'm gonna change the program just a little bit, if y'all bear with me, because one of the things that this precinct represents to me is community. Mr. Alexander told me before, he said, I've been waiting 19 years for this. So it's really, you just don't know how excited this community is to have this facility here. And so it was very important to me that the community was represented on this day when we did this ribbon cutting. So at this time, I am going to ask, ladies first, Ms. Letarcia Dean from the Villages of Ellenwood to come up, please.
Hello, everyone. My name is Letarcia Dean, and I live in the Villages of Ellenwood, Village Crossing subdivision. I moved to Ellenwood back in 2007, and at that time, most of Anvil Block Road area was still under construction. Wal-Mart had not opened, there were no food outlets, and we had one gas station on this side of the bridge. Since that time, the area has grown significantly, and with that growth came some opportunities and some challenges. Over the past few years, the Villages of Ellenwood residents have reached out to Commissioner Gregory and the leaders of the Clayton County Police Department, and they've worked with us diligently, those of us that live in the Village Crossing subdivision and Village Park, to increase patrols. They attended community meetings and advised the residents on protocols to keep our homes and our neighborhoods safe. This new police precinct has been a long time coming, as everyone has said. And I, as well as the other residents of the Villages of Ellenwood, are very excited at what this means for Ellenwood and the surrounding areas. The proximity to our local businesses and neighborhoods demonstrate an ongoing commitment to Clayton County has to the development and the safety of this community. The opening of this new precinct gives us a unique opportunity to take the community and police relationship to another level, for us to get to know those that protect and serve us, for them to get to know those of us who live in the area as they serve, and to forge a positive, long-lasting bond throughout the community. My hope is that the presence of the new precinct will allow residents, business owners, and the police to work together as a single unit to ensure continued growth and safety in our community. So welcome to the neighborhood, Clayton County Police Department, Sector 2, Precinct. We look forward to working with you.
Thank you. Thank you. And Mr. Leroy Alexander, please, from Mount Vernon Estates, just up the street also.
Thank you, Commissioner. We bring you greetings from the Mount Vernon Estate. As our commissioner stated, we've been waiting on this precinct for 19 years. We welcome the police department. We know that now we can go home and feel safely at night more than we have. Thanks to Commissioner and the police department. We've been here waiting, so today is the day. So we want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you. And at this time, we're going to have some remarks from Mr. Fred Dawson, who's no stranger. He and his wife do a phenomenal job in the Mitchells Meadows community. Also, just up the street. Mr. Dawson.
Good afternoon. To Chief Register, to Commissioner Gregory, to everyone out here. I would just like to say this is a good day. This has been a long time coming, like everyone has said. And the one thing, though, that I can say before this precinct was built is the cohesiveness of the Clayton County Police Department, the Clayton County Sheriff's Department, everyone working together to make Clayton County the lowest crime rate in 5 counties. Awesome job. There was a time, I've been here since 1996, there was a time where, you know, if you called the police to Clayton, to Ellenwood area, you know, pack a lunch, you know, it's gonna be a one, you know, and that's okay, because today that is solved, and we want to welcome you guys to the neighborhood. We want to say, come on out, come on in the neighborhood, check us out. We won't run any stop signs, we promise, and just welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Dawson. Thank you. Chief Register mentioned earlier, you know, Wal-Mart has just been a great partner with this community. You know, I keep speaking from police, but I can tell you also from Parks and Rec and other areas, they've just been a great partner with us. Not to mention how much money, you know, they help us, you know, pay back on us. But anyway, so Shante White is here. Ray couldn't be here, the manager, but her co-manager is here, and we're going to ask her to speak on behalf of the business community. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Very glad. Wow, such an opportunity to be able to speak on behalf of Wal-Mart. We worked so hard and worked so closely with some of the officers, so glad to see when I can speak on behalf of all of my associates and my management team on how happy we're actually glad to see this open up today. We've been waiting just as long as they have to celebrate today, and see that this community have grown so much and so much more growth as we can see around us this building. So I want to say that we're very happy to have you guys as a neighbor. We're happy to say that the police department is right down the road from Walmart. So hey, watch what you're doing inside our store. And thank you, community, for everything that you guys are doing.
Thank you. Since I've been serving as commissioner for District 1, I've had the honor of working with 3 different captains in this sector. Captain Hammock and I, we had a great relationship, and we worked together, and he, you know, was just good too. Then Captain Bruce Parks came along, and he just took it to another level. He did, and just really was there to help the citizens out in the community. He's always answering. And this morning I told my husband as I was getting ready, I said, I'm going to tell, you know, Captain Parks to tell the new captain. Now I might text you or email you at 3 in the morning, but that doesn't mean you got to text or email back. It's just that it's on my mind at that time, and so I had to contact you. So, but I do want Captain Parks to come forward, please, and say something for us.
I want to first say thank you. Thank you for accepting me. This has been a long time coming. I want to also thank Captain Hammock, because he was the one that I took the reins from. The command staff in front that you see for supporting me. Most important is always the community. This is your precinct. It says Sector 2, Clayton County Police Department, but this is your precinct. I know everybody's like finally, people sitting there like, I can't believe it, we taking pictures. But hey, thank you for coming out. The men and women that serve under me, Sector 2, they're out here serving as we speak. I'm only as good as the people that work for me. It's a couple here now that'll be showing you through the building, but thank you for accepting me. I see a lot of faces that I know real well. I know a lot of names. I know a lot of people that have talked to me on the phone for like 2.5 years. A lot of people like, finally I get to see what you look like. You look like you're a little shorter, you know. They say, you know, a couple of little jokes, but I was almost crying when I was up there. At first, I looked at IB, Captain Ibarrondo, soon to be Captain Ibarrondo. I said, man, I don't believe I might cry, but I'm gonna blame it on the wind. I was like, he said, you think they're gonna know? I said, I don't know, but you're gonna have to follow behind me. I want to thank my chief, chief and deputy chief. Last but not least, I cannot say thank you enough to Commissioner Gregory. She accepted me, she opened arms, you know, welcomed me with open hands. I know she was like, well, let's see how this is gonna work out. 2.5 years later, I got my precinct for like 2 days. Captain Ibarrondo put all of his family portraits in there, so I don't know, I might be in there for like a couple more hours. But, I want to thank, I got 2 best friends. They're both here today. I'm so happy. I'm probably going to get a little emotional in a minute. So those of you that see me cry, I might do it. Major Roberts, everyone knows Major Roberts. He's leaving as well. He's going to another division, but he's the one that guided me and helped me along through the way. I cannot say anything but thanks. You know, thanks for everything. I thank you again for the support. I hope I've done the job that you expected me to do. My number is not changing. I'm just going around the corner. So I'll still be here. I'm still going to be the same. Brown Group and Hogan. I appreciate y'all. I know it was a rough thing. I know I was saying a bunch of little 4-letter, 6-letter words also. Yeah, it is a little rough, but finally we're here. Hey, Corey, how you doing? Good to see you. It's like that, Corey, you know. Ms. Audrey, so I'm not going to call everybody out because I'll be here all day, but I know sometimes I'm like a comedian, but I take things seriously. This sector, I really take seriously. I know it's the longest one. It took the longest, but we're finally here. I know you can say I can't believe it, but hey, you're in good hands. I know I'm going to have to turn it over to one of my second best friends. Oh, now I got a tear coming out, right? I got a tear coming. Don't worry about it. I'm leaving. I'm going to narcotics. I'm going to the narcotics division. But like I said, I'm still here. My phone number's going to still stay the same. I'm still going to stay in contact with everyone. I still want to come. I want to see a couple of meetings in this new precinct. I don't want everybody to talk about when we get it, we're going to be here and then no one shows up. I want to be part of the person that helps you walk through, show you where I will be for the next 48 hours. And then, but it is what it is. But I want to end this by saying, I really do thank you. I'm turning you over to someone that I truly trust. We've been together 17 years plus, so I'm not even worried about anything. We all have different personalities, but we're the same. We think alike. Commissioner Gregory is going to be more than happy with him. I'm wishing him the best. I'm praying for him, and I know you'll be in good hands. Thank you.
I hope we were a little confusing. For those who didn't know, on Saturday, Captain Parks becomes Major Parks. So he will be leaving the sector. And Captain IB, y'all, that's what we're going to call him, Captain IB. And I'll let him tell you his name, but I'm calling him Captain IB. So he's going to be taking over and working with us over in this sector, and we're looking forward to it. So neighbors and friends in Sector 2, Captain IB.
Let me say thank you to a couple people that actually helped get this grand opening kicked off, to Parks and Rec, Building and Maintenance, IT, and Do It. All them guys were here tirelessly over the weekend getting things taken care of so this precinct is completely operational. You guys did a great job. I know you got tired of hearing my voicemails and me calling you, but we got it done, and I appreciate your efforts behind it. I also want to thank Chief Register and Deputy Chief Hawkins. I just got promoted to captain from lieutenant. I've been serving this community for 16 and a half years now, and Every day I put on this uniform, I give 110%. And that's the same exact thing you'll get here, is 110% for me. Complete professionalism and pride is what I attack this job with. This is my passion. This is the love of my life, is what I do. I will bring that with me here to your community and continue to serve this community the way I have been for the last 16 and a half years. I give 110% every time, and you'll receive the same. Like Captain Parks said, soon to be Major Parks on Saturday. He'll be still assisting me. One of my best friends, and the other one over there is Major Roberts. These guys have been my backbone. Every time I've been through something, they've been here to support me. They're here to support me today, and it's bittersweet that I'm following in Captain soon-to-be Major Parks' footsteps right behind him. Following through his career and him helping me out, I take his guidance and his assistance very seriously, and that's the same thing I'm bringing here. So it's an honor to work for this community. I'll continue to strive to do better, and I'm accessible just like Captain Parks was. And if you can't reach me, you can reach him, and he'll reach me. Until I get my cards out and get your numbers and I distribute my number, I am here. This precinct is open 24 hours a day. There will always be an officer here. And I just want to say thank you and allow me the job to do for you.
Thank you all so very much. Before we close, let me just say, and I don't know if I get in trouble for saying this, but one of the things that I rely on as commissioner is the faith community. I know every pastor in my district. And they, before the police got here, they were holding it down. They were our security over here, okay? They were our security. But seeing that we have several ministers here today, Chief Register, I think your chaplains are here. I'll let you call their names. I do know Reverend Holloway very well. Reverend Holloway, one of the police chaplains. Pastor Gary Anderson from New Macedonia. Of course, on our podium, we have Reverend May from Sylvestor Baptist Church, and
got Reverend Mayfield. There he is. And Pastor Herman. And they are our four chaplains, and I appreciate the job that you are doing.
okay, thank you, Chief. And lastly, Reverend Hosea Clay. His church is just, I know I keep saying everything's just down the road, right? But his church is just across the light, Fountain of Life Church. And he has been so gracious over the past years in allowing us to have community meetings there. They just opened their doors, with no problem. And we just thank him so very much for his hospitality. So, and it's also, today is his birthday. And when I called him and he said it was his birthday, I said, well, we're going to have you a party. So this is Reverend Clay's party, y'all, okay? So, but as he comes, I just wanted to thank everyone again. As we know, this was a project that started a long time ago, but it did take the current board to get this done. And so I have to thank my two colleagues who are here, Chairman Turner and Commissioner Rooks. Thank you. Commissioner Emerson and Commissioner Hambrick couldn't be here, but I thank them that we did this. So I am so thankful, and I thank everyone, all the citizens. This is yours. This is your place. And we're just excited. And we're moving on. Thank you. Pastor Clay?
I hope I don't get in trouble for this, but I also wanted to mention before we close in prayer that if you know someone who needs a car that lives in Ellenwood, Rooks, or Stockbridge, Clayton, or Henry County, go to our website, our Facebook page, and we'll be giving a car away on, our fourth car we'll be giving away on Resurrection Sunday morning, the 27th of this month. So if you know somebody who needs a car, a good car, y'all hear me? So there's all the rules and regulations and things are on the Facebook page. All right, let's bow our heads. Father, in the name of Jesus, Lord, we thank you for this precinct. We thank you for all the hands who have provided this place of safety for us. And as we come to the close of this portion of the program, we ask that you would just guard and guide us as we go our separate ways. We ask it all in Jesus' name. Amen.
Well, what we wanted to do is do something in remembrance. Of course, we want to present this to the new sector captain, Captain B. Clayton County Police Department Sector 3 grand opening in remembrance, March 9th, 2016. And again, it's got our core values on it. We're going to give the Captain IB in remembrance of not only the sector being open, but the new sector commander. Thank you.